morning, guys. How are we all? Hope everyone's doing well. I'm glad that the weather didn't stop you guys, but my name is Christo and this is Richard and we're CryptoSpend. We're very excited to be here today to actually show you guys, what we're about and what we're doing with the company as well. But Richard, why don't you start off and talk a little bit about how you got started and how CryptoSpend came to be?
Yeah, awesome. Thank you very much, Christo. Thank you all for coming. It's really surreal seeing people to come here to hear about our product and what we're doing and how we're working on things. As Christo said, we're going to touch on a few things today, everything from our product, what we do, why we built the product, to the issues that we faced in terms of the regulation in Australia, how this regulation is evolving, how it's adapting to the way our crypto companies in Australia work, and also on a global level as well. So, it's very important for every company in the world or every regulatory body in the world to move with the crypto companies. Otherwise, we're just going to find a mismatch and we're going to find a lot of issues all over the place. So getting started with who we are. So my co-founder Andrew and I started this company straight out of UTS in 2018. So a little while ago now. Back in 2018, crypto wasn't really as accessible as it is now. People didn't know too much about crypto. You could buy Bitcoin, but it was a pain to cash it out. So we had this crazy idea to say, okay, what if you could spend this at point of sale? What if you could go buy your groceries, go pay for your fuel, go buy your morning coffee? And that's where this whole kind of idea originated from. And that's where we started CryptoSpend. The name kind of says it all. Really simple. We had to really bend our minds to try and figure that one out. So with that at the time, regulatory bodies weren't quite ready for a card where you can just take your Bitcoin and go spend it at point of sale. And this is a perfect example of how the regulatory bodies have grown over the last few years. So we are very proud to say that we actually launched Australia's first native Visa crypto card. We were the first Australian-born company to work with partners like Novarti, like Visa, to actually launch this card to the public. And we were very happy to do this because we were able to say to our customers, hey, look, you can not only get a physical card, but you can have a digital card as well. Meaning you can push provision this as soon as you sign up and verify yourself to your Apple Pay or your Google Pay. Lastly, we are very proud to have recently launched our XRP Rewards program. We are also the first Australian company to be launching a program like this. And what's fantastic about this program is you can spend your crypto, including stable coins, or you can spend AUD and still earn this 3% back. So you can use this as your everyday spending account, spending not only AUD, but crypto, and you can earn some crypto back in XRP. All right, on to the good stuff. Regulation. We all know it, we all love it, and we all need it. All right, whether it be in Australia or whether it be on a global level. So I truly believe for crypto companies like us and everyone else here that the key to actually making this work is to work with the regulators. And we have actually seen how the Australian government in particular is working with crypto companies to try and figure out the best approach and the best way to figure out what is fair and what is going to work. Like I said before, when we started this company and we had the idea for a crypto card, it wasn't really an option at the time. But over time, we've seen the evolution of AML CTFs, so anti-money laundering schemes. We've seen the evolution of the understanding of not only everyday consumers, but the government as well, and how they're able to adjust the regulatory rules in Australia in particular to accommodate for our products to function. A perfect example of this is very recently the token mapping that has been released in an idea stage from the government, where they're starting to group cryptos into different classes. And this is fantastic because, as we know, Bitcoin is very different to Ethereum, and Ethereum is very different to XRP. All cryptos have different functionality, and I think it's very important to classify each crypto into different subclasses so then we can regulate them in different ways. Because to regulate Bitcoin the same way you regulate XRP just doesn't make sense. And it's good to see that regulatory bodies like the Australian government are really working hard to make this happen. So the other thing that we need to ensure is that regulation keeps up with the rest of the world. It's one thing to say, great, Australia is working on this, but it's also another thing to say, okay, what about Europe? What about the US? Here in Australia with 22, 24 million people, we actually have an incredibly small population. Even going as far as New Zealand, you will find that there are different laws. You will find that there's different requirements for compliance. And this is really important that not only Australia, ANZ, or countries across APAC are evolving with the rest of the world. We are seeing different countries like Europe coming out with different schemes, and America as well, as Christo might touch on just now.
Fantastic. Awesome, Richard. And when it comes to regulations in America, I'm not sure if you guys are aware, but Joe Biden just released an executive order for cryptocurrency to be regulated, and European Union is also following with that. But what's interesting is that Australia is actually the first to actually regulate crypto. And why is this a good thing? Like Richard mentioned, token mapping is such a game changer because for entry-level crypto learners, they might not understand that there are different cryptos and different sort of understanding and functionality behind it. But for Australia, I think the main reason why they want to push regulation is to ensure that users are safe. And that's going to be something that our users are sharing in our feedback.
Okay, so moving on. What are we up to? I've mentioned just a few features that we currently have. We support a crypto wallet. We support instant cash out over the NPP, as well as paying your BPay bills with your crypto. As well as that, like I've said before, we have your CryptoSpend card and you have rewards programs. So what are we up to? Throughout this entire journey, we've found that this product is not going to work without focusing on our customers, right? Our customers is what's going to make this company successful. This includes everything from providing resources to educate everyday consumers, from those of a crypto novice to a crypto expert. And what comes with this is the ease ability to understand how the app is working. We spend a lot of time on the UI and the UX to ensure a very smooth, simple sign-up process. With this as well, naturally, as the company grows and expands, we would like to cover the APAC region first, because we believe that Europe has a lot of different products, and that's the same with the US. APAC really doesn't have a focused crypto payments company that is really targeting this APAC market. So our next step, I would say, is New Zealand. It makes sense to cover ANZ first. And then we want to take this and provide payment solutions to the rest of APAC, which I'll talk about a little bit later as well.
Fantastic. So these are some of our feedback from our customers. And it's actually so good to see some of the users here at the convention as well. And what I find is that customers love simplicity. Customers love rewards as well. And that's something that we're very proud to have launched recently. And not only that, if you have a CryptoSpend app, you also have to get verified. And we made this process so seamless. And I think that's one of the great feedback, as you guys can see here. And you guys can also see that the XRP rewards have also been a really game changer for us. And Richard, for the last point that we'll talk about, why don't we talk a little bit about our roadmap? What's ahead for CryptoSpend?
Yeah, absolutely. So one thing that is really important to know is that we're not settling. As the world of crypto moves, as everything moves forward and is moving really quickly, we want to move forward with it. We want to innovate with the space. We want to grow with the space. And we want to provide a bunch of different amazing products for our customers. So what you might know is if you had our app ages ago, it's going, great, they've got a crypto wallet, great, I can cash out. And then it's going, okay, great, I've got a crypto card. And then shortly after that, great, I can get rewards. We want you to continuously have that mindset of what does CryptoSpend have coming next? And as we grow this in Australia, we will grow this out to APAC and the rest of the world as well. So what's coming next? More tokens and referrals. At the moment, yes, we do have a couple of tokens, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, XRP, Bitcoin Cash, as well as stablecoin support as well. So you can use your USDT and your USDC out of your CryptoSpend account. Acts as a regular crypto wallet, and we only take fees on the buy and the sell, right? When you are sending in, sending out, we do not cover the mining fees and the gas fees, unfortunately, but that's pretty regular, but we take nothing off the top on that. What's coming as well is referrals. This is one of our most asked about features. People want to refer their friends, particularly in the CryptoSpend environment. You can send your crypto to your friends and it's off-chain. So it happens instantly. There are no mining fees. There are no gas fees. It's really seamless and really simple to use. So referrals make sense. $10 each side. The customer's benefiting. The old customer is benefiting as well. And obviously we benefit because we have all of you lovely people on our platform enjoying the CryptoSpend product. So with the new tokens, we do want to list 15 to 20 new tokens, and this is all happening within the next 2 months. We've been working really hard, and we only launched the XRP rewards about 2 months ago as well. So you can see how our product roadmap is rapidly expanding and is growing really quickly. After this, we want to launch CryptoSpend Earn, which is now bringing a staking capability to the platform. We all know that all of you love staking and that you can stake your tokens and earn off your tokens as well. So not only are you earning off CryptoSpend Earn, but you'll be earning off your rewards and you'll be using the product in its own state as well. Now with this, we found that actually our XRP rewards program is something that people really like. So we want to work on more rewards all the time. And we're going to take this from a merchant's perspective. Let's say 30% back at the Iconic, just for example. So you can shop at all your everyday kind of stores, whether it be retail, groceries, whatever that looks like. We're working really hard to integrate with merchants on that front as well to provide that payment solution across the board. Like I said previously, New Zealand expansion. Now coming back to the regulatory and compliance side, obviously New Zealand has a very similar setup to Australia, which is why this move makes sense for us. That's why the company is moving in the direction that it is. And then after that, we would love to focus on countries like Indonesia, the Philippines, Vietnam, partly because, yes, there's not much payment infrastructure there. There's not many payment solutions. Sending cross-border payments is a hassle. There are massively high fees to be moving money across all these different countries. And that's something that we truly believe we can fix with this CryptoSpend payments platform. So it's not just your everyday spending, but it's also moving money across border and doing it within the likes and satisfaction of all the regulatory bodies while staying compliant and staying really true to our customers. And this is also for customer safety as well. So this is not for any other reason than making sure that things are done right, which we have done from day dot when starting this company. And that, of course, leads into the APAC expansion. So that's currently on our roadmap on what's coming over the next, say, 1 to 2 years. After that, of course, we would love to tap into Europe and we'd love to tap into the US. We see a massive travel functionality for this card. So that being said, we don't have any Forex fees. You can use this card and you're getting a better rate than some of your biggest competitors out there, for example, Wise or Revolut, which are also great products to use. And that being said, we also want to onboard a lot more fiat currencies. So for example, when we go to New Zealand, we'll have NZD, and then all the rest across the board. So then we can actually settle in those currencies when you're spending your crypto. Because let's face it, Bitcoin is Bitcoin everywhere. And that's something that is really good to see across border. So that's why, you know, decentralized works as well. Yeah, so that's it, wrapping up. We do have time for a few questions. If anyone has any questions, we'd love to answer. And then for those of you that we don't answer, we do have a booth just over there, so please feel free. Yes, you were the first question. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we get that a lot. So the question was, okay, so if I'm spending my crypto, is it triggering a capital gains tax event? Tax, right? Something that we're all aware about, something that we're probably not too big a fan of. So what we do to accommodate for tax with our customers is we actually partner with Coinly, who is here at the moment, who provides a lot of our tax advice. And the reason why we've done that is because we would refer customers and tell them what they need to do, but it's not really a one-shoe-fits-all type answer, right? People are using crypto for all different reasons. So they might be using it as a personal use asset, for example. They might be using it as trading. That's correct. That's correct. And that's something that we'll see evolve and change as the government regulates this token mapping, bringing in new rules for how each token is treated. Correct. Correct. Yep. Yep.
How is the 3% reward being funded?
Yep. That's a really good question. So the 3% reward, we want to make very clear, is a limited time thing. The rewards pool that we have will be reduced, and that 3%, 2%, 1.5%. That is very important to note. We are very transparent about that. We make that very clear. But that as well is why we're working on more rewards, CryptoSpend Earn, and all the rest to continue bringing incentive to you guys. How is that pool being funded? We've been given a big pool of XRP, which we have sitting in a wallet, and that's how we reward our customers on every purchase. Yep. Yep.
As you said, that all the transactions inside the platform don't really make a blockchain transaction, right? Like when users move funds between them, there's not a blockchain transaction happening in the back all the
Yeah,
time.
correct.
So
Yeah.
how do you secure users' crypto funds in the back, like on your end? How
Yep, cool. So the question was, how are we securing our users' funds? So we use a crypto custodian to ensure the funds and make sure the funds are safe, locked up. We have hot, warm, and cold storage solutions to ensure that the funds are never all in one place at one time for our customer security as well. We also have all the standard security standards across all the platform, including AWS, pen testing, and all the rest. Yep. Yeah. One more question?
And on your rewards program that you're developing, will that be from the wallet itself, where you'll be able to just like send a link through to somebody and then they'll just go through the app?
Is that the referrals?
Yes.
Yeah. So that was a question on the referrals. Yes, so that'll be, you get your own code that you can refer to someone. Exactly how a lot of other referral programs work. You can copy the code, send it to a user. There'll be a little section where the user can input that code. We match that users, and then we can send you the referral fee. So at the moment, our user base, so I keep on forgetting to repeat the question. So how many users do we currently have? We're currently operating with thousands and thousands of users. So we're currently doing a massive scale up. I don't know if anyone has seen any of our outdoor media, online social media marketing. If any of you are big fans of boxing, we sponsored the Cambosis Haney fight earlier this year. So that's how we're kind of targeting and acquiring our customers. Yeah. Yeah, I'd say that's about it. Thank you all so much for coming. If anyone has any more questions or anything further, please come see us at our booth. We'd be more than happy to talk to you, answer any questions that you have.